Hey guys, it's Nancy with Better Life Blog, and today I am showing you how to use these cool silhouette stamps. I bought this silhouette stamp kit from Amazon. I posted the link in the description box if you're interested, but it's pretty neat. Definitely something unique that I wouldn't have thought was even possible with my Silhouette Cameo, but just I like to know that that I can do different things other than t-shirts, mugs, and signs and the normal stuff, which is obviously very cool, but it's just kind of cool to be able to do something a little bit different. So this was really fun. I hope you enjoy this video. I enjoyed making it. So be sure to like the video, share it, and definitely subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Okay guys, so this is the Silhouette Stamping Starter Kit. It's this big box with all kinds of stuff inside. And I got this from Amazon for about $18. And it says the regular price is $30, but I'm not sure it ever actually goes up to $30. Let's just open it up and see what's inside. So it's got this special cutting mat. And this cutting mat actually has holes in it. And that is so that this stamp material doesn't get bubbles in it. It also has this idea book, and it has these 10 downloads card. It's also got this instructional DVD, and it comes with a stamp pad, and it also comes with 3 acrylic blocks of different sizes. And then of course it comes with the stamping material. And if you open it up inside, you'll see that there are 3 sheets of stamping material. And you can also buy refills of this stuff on Amazon, and it costs about $5.
Hey guys, okay, so these are the designs that I want to cut out on my stamp material. So I want actually to create 2 separate stamps. So one is going to be this thank you image, and then this other one is going to be this cute origami bird. And so what I need to do is I need to adjust the size of my page. So I'm just going to click right over here, and then I'm going to go over here where it says automatic cameo, this box down here, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to find where it says stamp. And then there's one more thing that I need to do. I need to change it so that my cutting mat is also the stamp cutting mat. So there it is. Just going to click on that. Okay, and then actually I lied. There's one more thing I need to do, and that is to turn this into landscape mode. Okay, and I just need to go over here to the cut settings. And so I need to make sure that my cut settings are set to stamp material. So down here under tool number 1, I'm going to just scroll until I find stamp material, which is right here.
And just make sure that it's set to the automatic blade. Okay, so now I'm going to take the cutting mat, and it actually has this adhesive backing, which you're going to want to save. So I'm just going to remove it for now. And then you can go ahead and just take your stamping material and just put it on and make sure that there are no bubbles or anything like that. And since this cutting mat is smaller, you're going to want to adjust the rollers. Now, I had to look up how to do it on mine. I have a Silhouette Cameo 3, and there is a little lock that you just want to switch it to unlock, and then you just kind of roll it. Takes a little bit of muscle to do it. Just be careful that you don't want to break anything, and just go ahead and roll it to the correct dimension, and then you're supposed to re-lock it again. I was had a little bit of trouble doing the locking part, but it all worked out in the end. And then make sure you just put it back down. And of course you want to start the job, and this is how it turned out. And I was really happy with how it turned out. It actually took me a couple of tries. I printed out something. My first design was different than this, and it was just way too thin. So you want to just make sure that you're printing out a design that is thick enough. And then I took my acrylic block and I put the stamp material on, and it's good that it has a grid because it allows you to make sure to align everything perfectly. So I thought a really neat use for custom stamps would be favor baggies. I love favors, I love favor baggies, and stamping on one would just be really, really neat. So I've got my Silhouette ink, I'm laying everything out, and I also have embossing powder, which is really cool. I've got 3 different colors. I've got purple, and I've got black, and I've got silver. And this stuff you're gonna see in a sec is really neat. So I'm stamping it on. I found that it helps to have a pad of paper and also to kind of wipe the ink off of the edges, the parts that you don't want, and that's how I was able to get the cleanest stamp. And next I'm going to sprinkle this silver embossing powder just right on the ink and just get full coverage. And it's okay to kind of over sprinkle, because what I end up doing is I just dump everything right back into the container, and you use just so little. It's kind of like glitter. And then you just take a heat gun or a hair dryer and you just blow it right on this embossing powder. And as you can see, it's changing from bits of powder, it's just kind of melting all together, and it's becoming this really cool embossment. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's just so amazing. And look at how it turns out. It looks so neat. And I just used a baby wipe to clean off any ink, any excess ink, or just to clean it off for the next use. Okay, so let me just try one more time to do this. I'm going to use a different color of embossing powder this time. Okay, so now I'm pulling out the hummingbird design that I did earlier, and you can see it's kind of connected at like various parts, and you just have to be really careful when you're taking apart the stamp. Okay, and now that I've taken the design out, I am just putting it on the acrylic block. And I just took out this cute watercolor blank card that I had from a while ago, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it. And I found also that maybe turning it upside down and kind of just gently dabbing it with the ink also works, and I end up using less ink and it's a little bit cleaner this way. Have these watercolor Prismacolor pencils. You can get them for $14 to $25 on Amazon, and I'll post the link below. But these colored pencils are really neat. You just you color them as you want, and I kind of do some just like light shading in the areas where I want the color to be. And then what you'll do is, you'll see in just a minute that all you do is you take a brush, a paintbrush, and you just dip it in some water, and you kind of drag the color out, and it ends up looking like this really neat watercolor effect. So I had fun making this and coloring this, and you'll see it has a really, really nice effect, especially when you do it on a watercolor paper like what this is. So now I have my paintbrush with just a little bit of water on it, and as you can see, I'm just dragging out the colors from the watercolor pencils, and I'm just kind of filling in the white parts. And it looks really neat. It looks like it was watercolored, but just it allowed me to have a little bit more control over everything. And I just love the way this turned out. I think it came out exactly how I was hoping that it would come out. And same with the thank you favor bags. I love them both. I'm really happy with the stamping kit overall. There was definitely a bit of a learning curve, but I loved the way this all came out. It was really fun to do, and I hope you enjoyed watching it.